Yay! Welcome to Resurrective. Today it's a bit cozier. Like last week, a bit more happening, but this week a little bit more cozy, a bit more comfortable. So we're sure to have a lot of things to talk about right now. Okay. Unfortunately, Sarah couldn't be here today. She got something else to do, lah. Okay. Well, personal matters. Yes, personal matters. Anyway, BPL, EPL, or whatever you want to call it, is really heating up. So we got all our panel of pundits, supremos, to tell us more about how their teams are faring. We got Kim Peng from Chelsea fan Kim Peng, Everton fan Edwin. We got RJ, Man U fan, Bruce, Man U fan, and Ben, Arsenal fan, and of course the invisible Liverpool fan in me. Okay. Now, BBL is a bit like boxing matches, you know. Sometimes, they give you one swing or box the opponent first, then, the other guy give you another swing, Sometimes, unexpected swings here and there, there's a lot of unexpected things that are really going to happen right now. So like Manchester United they've been swinging very, very, very well for about a month, for about a few months. Then last month they've been being beaten left, right, center, here and there, But they suddenly found one unexpected new weapon, punching now. Now they should call themselves Macheda United. Because
that wouldn't happen.
Because against Sunderland, they were.
He got them 4 points.
They were not say trailing, but they were having 1-1 draw, and then it looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw as Sunderland held on pretty okay. Then, as you know, the 17-year-old Italian guy called Federico Macheda scored with his very first touch, and he scored a deflected fluke goal, but it counts as a goal otherwise. So,
it was no fluke, it wasn't no fluke.
It was a fluke.
He saw the ball coming and he side foot the ball home.
Oh, like in 0.00001 seconds.
Let's put it this way. I always said, you got to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yes.
And that's the result. Finish, full stop. You can't argue with that.
Yeah, so I mean, Manchester United, is it a gamble or is it a master stroke by Ferguson? It's really 2 in a row. Even lightning doesn't strike twice.
I don't know. I think it's a master stroke from Alex Ferguson. I mean, he's been in the business for a very, very long time, so he knows exactly what his team needs. I mean, there's so many injury problems, and right now players are not really stepping up. You got your senior players. I don't know exactly what's happening with some of our central midfield players.
Ronaldo.
No, I'm not talking about strikers. You talk. Everybody's blaming the defenders. You're blaming the defenders. You look at Gary Neville. He's been out for so long. You're expecting to do something like some wonders. You can't expect something from him. It takes some time. Johnny Evans, bundle of nerves. He needs a few more years actually before he actually becomes a top defender.
So he needs a few more clubs.
No, that wouldn't happen, Ben. I don't think so.
Bruce, do you think Macheda after starting so well, the only way to go is down?
Down.
What do you think?
He has years ahead of him that can develop his full potential, and he's showing composure that belies.
Who does he? Does he remind you of any former United strikers? You quite
well. It just so happens, ironically, that he was under the tutelage of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So perhaps that's where his knack of scoring crucial goals comes from. Now, if you say it's a master stroke by Ferguson, will he use lightning a third time in Porto this week?
Don't be surprised. He might just throw him in, He might just throw him in, not at the start.
Because he didn't lose him. He said he'd bring him the last time, I didn't use him.
But the main thing is that you got to see the situation. You got to see whether the players are actually playing properly. And then you decide who you want to take out.
Maybe if it's 0-0 by 80th minute,
put him in. What he did, the same thing within around the 70th minute.
Yeah,
he brought him in. This is the second time. I think he'll do it again one more time. Bruce was asking me, he said, what do you feel about this Porto game that's coming out? I said, I don't know, but, I'm not worried. Somehow, usually you have that little fear. I don't have that fear.
Did you have the fear coming in for the Sunderland game? Do you think that, after a few really bad, I mean, against Porto, 2-2 draw?
Well, I said last week, right? 3 points.
3 points.
I was not...
But were you surprised at how difficult...
I expected a very difficult game. Let's put it this way. When you're playing with teams battling to survive, to stay in the Premiership, man, you gotta show what you got, you know. And let's put it this way: Sunderland came in and they wanted points. They were hungry. They needed it because to stay away from the bottom three. So they needed the points. But you know, this is it. At the end of the day, as I've always said, and I'll say it over and over again: as long as you put the ball in the back of the net, you get 3 points. That's it.
Okay, so I put it to you and Bruce: Macheda or Berbatov?
You ask me, start Berbatov. That's how I look at it. Berbatov, straight. Because experience-wise, he brings a different dimension. You know, we were talking about super subs early on. Yeah, he might be the next super sub, you know. Okay. And who knows?
Not stuck at all.
No, at 17, I rather the guy takes it easy, put him at the right time. That's what Ryan Giggs, when he came in at 17, Alex Ferguson, same thing. Last 15 minutes, throw him in. Let him get a feel of the game. And he comes on and he does magic. That's why he's there.
Yeah, and it helps that he's only 17 years old, just as when Ryan Giggs just broke into the first team. So he has a lot of time ahead of him to get used to the United setup.
All I can say is lucky Red Devils.
Yeah,
but
we have been lucky for the past decade.
So Premiership. I mean, now it's getting fewer and fewer games left. No, do you see any more trip ups that that United might have?
I don't think so. No, to me, I think this was a really major blip for them to wake up. This is something where they have to look at themselves and
But they could have woken up when they were trashed by Liverpool.
Well, I mean, look at Liverpool.
And now they're still plodding on.
Yeah, you look at Liverpool losing to Chelsea. They had 11 men, and they lost 3-1. United lost 4-1 with 10 men, and they were still trying to attack. I mean, that is, to me, you're trying to do something about it.
Do you think that fatigue will come into really major factor right now?
Actually, I was watching Alex
You
Ferguson.
got FA Cup next. Champions League, then FA Cup. Then back to the league again, no?
Players actually
one after
need
another.
two days to actually recover. A lot of it has to be psychological because basically, if you got that 2-3 days, you are ready, and you're a professional player. If you're telling me you've got a small squad and then you worry about it, but look at Ronaldo. He was rested, brought off the bench. This is exactly what you need to do. Van der Sar was rested. Now we're going to have Rio coming back.
Luckily you all got a big squad lah.
But that's the name of the game.
Allah.
But actually, Liverpool has got more players.
Yeah, 62.
And Lucas Leiva.
So anyway, we'll come and talk about Liverpool after this break. You can keep your comments coming in. We might have a look at them if they're good. All right? We'll come back, man.